Welcome guys to Novel Hope Academy. In today's lesson, we are looking at the following question. 1. Describe active transport. And then part B of it, how does active transport happen? Guys, if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. Like the video, please comment, share, and don't forget to click on the notification bell. In our previous lesson, we looked at active transport, what active transport is, and what it takes for active transport to occur, what it requires. So how do you define the term active transport? We say active transport is the movement of molecules across the membrane from a region of low concentration to a region of high concentration. High concentration against a concentration gradient. That is using energy. So this is active transport. Where do you get the energy? The energy is from respiration. That is where we get the energy. So we have a movement from a low concentration, and then we have to a high concentration. This movement is against a concentration gradient. Now we know that a concentration gradient is a difference in concentration of molecules between two given regions, where one region is at a high concentration, then another region is at a low concentration. So we have low and then we have high. Materials moving from low to high is moving against a concentration gradient, so it requires energy. And where is the energy obtained from? The energy is obtained from respiration. This is what we had previously in our lesson. We shall go forward and we now describe how active transport happens. So we know active transport happens across the cell membrane. So it happens across the cell membrane. So the ions can move into and out of the cell membrane. So the process requires what we call the carrier proteins. So in the cell membrane we have the carrier proteins. If we have the ions that have to move across the cell membrane, the first step is for the ion to enter into the carrier protein protein. Once the iron is in the carrier protein, then the second step is that the carrier protein changes the shape. The carrier protein is going to change the shape, and that process requires energy. The process requires energy. Where do we obtain the energy from? We obtain the energy from respiration. And the organelle where respiration occurs is the mitochondrion. So we need energy for the carrier protein to change the shape. Once the carrier protein has changed the shape, then now we shall have the iron pushed into the cytoplasm of the cell. So this one here completes the process of the active transport. The first step being the molecule, in this case the iron. For example, we are talking about a nitrate ion. Talk of a nitrate ion. If we have a nitrate ion entering into the root air cell, we shall first of all have it received by the carrier protein on the cytoplasm of the root air cell. Then the second step will be the carrier protein to change the shape. After it changing the shape, then the third step, it will now push the iron into the cytoplasm. Let us have a simple illustration of that. So if this is our cell membrane, this is the cell membrane. If this is our cell membrane, we are going to have the carrier protein. This is the carrier protein. So the carrier protein shall be having the iron entering into the carrier protein, which is located on the cell membrane. The next thing that is going to happen is for the carrier protein to change the shape. So if we have the carrier protein, now we have the iron inside of it, then we have the carrier protein changing the shape. Changes shape, and then lastly we have a push of the iron into the cytoplasm. So here becomes the cytoplasm. So we have a push of the iron into the cytoplasm. So we have three steps. The first step is the entering. The second step is changing of the shape. Then the third step is entering of the iron into the cytoplasm. Guys, this marks the process of active transport, how active transport occurs across a cell membrane. If you didn't watch the previous video, please watch the previous video. Thank you for watching. Please, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe, like the video, comment, share. Don't forget to click on the notification bell. Have a nice time.